This talk has been brought to you by SUNS in partnership with the International Trichology Congress. As a trichologist, I can't prescribe medications, so I need a partner I can trust. SUNS provide regulated, evidence-based hair loss treatments for men, backed by excellent service and competitive pricing. They work directly with trichologists, and both my patients and I have been genuinely impressed by the quality of the care and the professionalism of their team. They support our practices while ensuring patients receive gold standard treatment safely and efficiently. No more sending patients off to navigate Google in search of the cheapest option. This is a proper clinical collaboration. If you're a hair loss practitioner, contact SUNS Direct to see how they can support you and help grow your business. Now on to the talk. Okay, so I'm here with one of my favorite trichologists, Jacky Van Driel, who is from Trichology Europe, very specialized and very much in the heart of Europe, where trichologists are a little bit of a rare breed.
Yes. We've seen them pop up, here and there, but they're usually from having done a 2 or 3 week course somewhere.
So you're in the Netherlands?
In the Netherlands, yes, in Amsterdam.
Okay, so we reached out to you. I mean, this started 4 years ago, and we reached one of the first people that we reached out to again because you're so you give so much time to the ITC events. So we obviously went, we need you to answer a question. And the question that we asked you was, do hair loss supplements work? We thought we'd give you a nice broad brush to get to. So give us your crux, give us the answers in a nutshell.
In a nutshell, they work only if there was a deficiency or an insufficiency to begin with that was causing hair loss. So if you're taking a supplement and you don't actually have a deficiency or an insufficiency, your body has enough of that nutrient, then obviously it's not going to do much. In fact, it might actually impair your health, or it might contribute to further hair loss if you go into an I don't want to say overdose, but if you over supplement and then you have an excess, depending on which supplement that is.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically my thoughts about it as well. There's the homeostasis in the body, isn't it? The body doesn't like excessive amounts of stuff which will stimulate, or it doesn't like to be in a deficit, but it can quite happily live in a deficit on the behest of things like hair follicles if it needs to. And I think that's the key, isn't it?
That is the key, yes, because homeostasis really, everything is, this is the baseline. You can go a little bit over, you can go a little bit down, but it's like this thermostat that constantly fluctuating. And then if, the heat goes up too high, then there will be a switch to say, okay, this oven is too hot. It's no longer at 200 degrees. Let's turn it down. It will go down to 200. It will equalize for a while, but it will end up going below the 200 degrees that you set it at. And then it will reach another threshold where there'll be a switch to say, they'll go back up. You're too far away from 200. The body does the same with almost anything. So now, having said that, what the body can survive whilst being in a deficit really depends on what type of nutrient. There are just some things that are just so essential that a deficit cannot be sustained for a very long time without feeling the effects from that. And when it comes to hair loss, I mean, of course, almost anything can indirectly affect, hair growth. But if we're thinking about things that have a direct connection to the hair cycle, so we tend to think things, like ferritin or total, serum iron, but ferritin, B12, zinc, selenium. And I think in my chapter, I spoke mostly about those ones, specifically about zinc and selenium, because those are cases where I've seen that and like over supplementation has actually caused patches of hair loss, which I couldn't quite figure out at the beginning until I went through all the supplements and realized that, okay, there was definitely over supplementation here, then sent for blood tests, and some of the results actually came back toxic levels that were just so high. And once those were taken away, the problem just resolved itself with no lingering effects. Just the hair cycle just went back to normal almost immediately. Actually, within 3 months, we could see it.
Yeah, there is an abundance of oversupplementation with worried patients. Absolutely. Okay, so last thing, biotin. Give me your thoughts on biotin.
Yes. Biotin, biotin is such a strange one because it gets so many anecdotal sort of, reports of, oh, it really helped my hair grow, da, da, da. But when people are saying that, I don't doubt it that their hair has improved. But usually when somebody decides to buy biotin for, to help their hair, they are also changing other things in their lives. They are also optimizing other things. So we don't really know if it's that. Of course, if somebody has an actual biotin deficiency, taking a biotin supplement is going to be helpful. But I mean, we live in countries where this is so rare unless somebody maybe suffers from alcoholism, somebody has had gastric bypass and they've gone severely underweight, they're just not eating at all, or, long-term chronic conditions where people live in care homes and they're not being looked after. It's so rare because we just have it everywhere in our food. We have easy access to it. Now, if you are in South Sudan or something, or, people are struggling and not eating, more likely to have a biotin deficiency. So I don't really know how useful that is, but especially the dosages. I mean, I literally see bottles that have 20,000 mcg, and so it's unnecessary. That's what I think.
Yeah, again, I think we echo each other's thoughts on that. So tell me about what you think about the book. You got it, I think, one of the first people to get it, so you
I
must have.
think I was. Yes, I think I was one of the first ones. Do you know? I mean, now my thoughts are biased because I've heard comments from other people who have also, read the book, gotten the book. So first, I think it was an amazing idea. Trichology is so what's the word I'm looking for? Dispersed. Everybody doing their own little thing in their own little corners. And I think this nicely brings people from different backgrounds together. Because when you look at the names of the authors in this, I mean, some of them
There's some
I cannot wait to
heavyweights.
meet face to face. And some of them are such heavyweights. And I'm so honored to be featured along, most of these people here. So, and I think that genuinely just such a nice glue, so that's the first thought. And everybody really focused on an area of interest to them. So, and what I like is that the chapters, they, they're not cohesive to each other because they are written by different people. And I actually like that cadence. So you get a feel of the person through,
Mm,
each chapter. So, sometimes you can read a book that's really long. You enjoy the storyline, but you kind of get bored halfway through because it sounds the same. It's just the
mm,
same cadence.
yeah.
And this nicely breaks it up. There are so many chapters that I really like here, and some things that I was genuinely interested myself, because we can never know everything. It's always nice to know what other people think about it. Yeah. So I don't know if you want to know about that, but
Absolutely, yeah.
yes, yes. So but the question, because it's so funny, although I think I know the answer, but like, does genetic hair loss come from the mother's side or the father's side? That's just a simple question,
Cross
but I still
messenger.
hear, exactly, I still hear people uh, sort of getting it wrong, So it was really nice to have that chapter. It sounds like something so simple that everybody should understand. Even my chapter, the supplements help with hair loss. It sounds like, of course, it makes sense,
Yeah.
but it's not that simple once you
Oh,
start breaking things down. Um, and oh, there was one on what is dandruff. That's another topic that I really like because as soon as people see flakes on the scalp, they say, "Oh, I've got dandruff."
mm,
Or the GP will say they will take a quick, "Oh, flakes. Okay, you've got dandruff."
mm.
I mean, we all know how wrong that can be because it can be anything from dandruff to LPP.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely,
So
yeah. Yeah.
um, yeah, there's too many to list. And to be honest, I've not read all the chapters thoroughly. I've sort of skimmed through and stopped on the ones, that I
Yeah.
was most interested in. So
Thank you
yes.
very much. So, Jackie, I really, really appreciate your time and effort and enthusiasm and just awesome, general awesomeness. So, we look forward to seeing you in June because
In
you're
June, I'll be there.
making
I'm all
you're
booked.
you're making the trip all the way over from Netherlands to London to see us. So, we really, really appreciate it about that. And we look forward to working with you in the future. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And I'm so proud to be a part of ITC. I talk about the ITC everywhere. I don't know if you noticed, keep sending people
Yes,
over.
absolutely. Yes.
Yes. So it's my honor. And I really look forward to seeing everybody who's going to be there in June.
Perfect. See you soon.
Thanks. Bye, Ian.